This is it. It's the grand finals of the Sunday Community Skirmish number 189. Fancy Cloud Dancers versus the Skyborne Rangers. This is the first of potentially 2 games, since the Fancy Cloud Dancers are coming from the winner's bracket. They will have to be defeated twice by the Skyborne Rangers if the Skyborne Rangers want to win this. First off, for the red team, we have the Mecha Centipede, a Judgment, front Minotaur, right side Lumberjack paired with the Gatling and Light Flak on the lower deck. Their ally is the Chicken Waffle, a Stormbreaker, Minotaur Stormbreaker with Artemis on the front, Gatling, and a Light Flak. Their opponents, the Skyborne Rangers. First off, we have the Dragon's Rage, Watcha, Goldfish, Light Carronades left and right sides, and their ally, the Strom Sunder, Stormbreaker, Gatling, Watcha, with the Banshee and Light Flak, opting for close range. This blue Stormbreaker is, and already we see teams that I'd love to see on this map rotating in opposite directions, although we already have spots going down on red team. And what I suspect is that red team knows something is up. Blue team, with this high mobility loadout, the Fancy Cloud Dancers are going to be limited by the Mecha Centipede's charging and reaction speed. So Skyborne Rangers taking advantage of that, popping in behind FCD, and already Dragon's Rage has moved in, taking a full brunt of the red team. Strom Sunder, opting for the full close range loadout, is unable to assist just yet. Watcha finally coming out onto the Chicken Waffle. Well, Mecha Centipede is using the Minotaur to disrupt the blue Stormbreaker, and Dragon's Rage rises up, gets a nice Watcha barrage, taking down a lot of the guns of the Mecha Centipede. Here comes Light Carronade, blending down that balloon. Chicken Waffle losing. Oh, Chicken Waffle's losing the fight with a Strom Sunder. Armor goes down for just a second, but rebuilt before any of the explosive comes back in. And able to also squeak out from the Chicken Waffle Minotaur onto the Dragon's Rage to give the Mecha Centipede a few moments reprieve to refocus onto the Strom Sunder. And something there killed that red Stormbreaker. I'm not sure what it was, but they're now dead. Mecha Centipede locked in a 2v1 versus blue team. This is going to be tough. One more shot from Light Carronade, going to knock down that balloon. Strom Sunder's DPS output going to be enough to take down this Judgment in a few moments. Mecha Centipede resigned to his fate, slowly gliding to the ground. Next armor break should do it, and that'll be 2 points for the Skyborne Rangers. Finally does go down. The Judgment does. Definitive. I feel like red team did not... They're bringing this dual Minotaur loadout with both the Stormbreaker and the Judgment having the Minotaur, expecting that. There's been a little bit of discussion about the Stormbreaker, about what counters it, because it's perceived among the competitive community, at least the people I've talked to, as being a very strong ship that has few weaknesses. And I have heard the Minotaur floated as one potential counter, or at least a soft counter, something that's very annoying for the Stormbreaker to deal with. Because it has so little armor, the piercing damage from the Minotaur is very relevant, and also just being knocked around makes it difficult. The ship does get a trifecta. It has all these guns on the same side, so if you knock those guns, the trifecta arcs are a little bit limited, so if you knock it away, suddenly the huge firepower output of this new ship is negated. But that only comes into play if the Minotaur stays active, if they're able to keep it alive in the face of the Artemis, and also if they're able to land those shots and land them in the correct spot on the point of mass on the ship, that'll spin it around with that knockback effect. And I don't think we saw it a little bit onto the Dragon's Rage for a moment, but I don't think they've been making full use of it just yet. And without that, blue team just has a damage advantage, with both the ships having watches. Now, Dragon's Rage is in a kind of a strange position here. They moved forward, and I think maybe not expecting to take fire so early, had to duck behind this wall. And red team's kind of camping them out. It's going to be tough for them to... Because now we're in a situation where both blue ships are kind of split apart. Red team knows Strom Sunder is spotted, so FCD does know where both the Skyborne Ranger ships are. And I think they can kind of, because the Dragon's Rage is so locked down, red team can pretty much dictate whatever kind of fight they want. It looks like they're opting to fight at long range for a little bit here. Chicken Waffle now moving in. Dragon's Rage seems to be the target for FCD. Lumberjack shots coming in. Dragon's Rage balloon taking damage. Dragon's Rage is moonshining forward, trying to get a little bit closer to this wall. The Lumberjack comes in, but this is opted, so the damage onto the Dragon's Rage has forced the Stromsunder to move in to try to save his ally. And now red team ignoring the Dragon's Rage, going for the Stromsunder. A lot of Gatling coming out, most of it going into the balloons. The Stromsunder not taking too much damage. Dragon's Rage now with the changed focus from the Fancy Cloud Dancers has escaped from his lock and moved forward, put some light carronade shots. Mecha Centipede's balloon one hit away from going down. Dragon's Rage and the Mecha Centipede both being forced towards the height ceiling, and balloon finally goes down on the Judgment. Watcha going as well, taking down 2 guns, 1 gun, I guess. Chicken Waffle, you're gonna have to make something happen. If both blue ships stay near this wall, the Minotaur actually could potentially kill one of them, with the knockback effect pushing them into the terrain. That's certainly a possibility. And Stromsunder, realizing this, rising up, trying to get away. Watching now from the Dragon's Rage. Again on the Mecha Centipede, 4 guns down, 1 engine down. Mecha Centipede's hurting here. Light carronade taking down the balloon again. Down to the ground you go, Red Judgment. But the Chicken Waffle should have enough damage here that they could potentially kill down the Dragon's Rage. Big Minotaur hits! Changing they're facing in the wrong direction. They can't use any of their guns. The Dragon's Rage can't. And so low, barely staying alive. The Goldfish does not have a lot of armor, so if that armor goes down again in this fight, all it will take is a single connection with any explosive weapon to finish them off. And now Stromsunder, red team turning their focus to, oh, huge amounts of damage on the Stromsunder. Blue Stormbreaker gonna go down here on the next armor break, and Dragon's Rage, look at the Minotaur. Dragon's Rage cannot do anything. Red team, their Minotaurs finally zoning in, taking complete control of that fight, making it very difficult for blue team's high mobility team composition to get anything done. High mobility ships don't do anything if you're unable to close the distance. Wow, just really proving the effect that maybe Minotaur is the counter to the Stormbreaker. Who knows? 12 minutes left on the clock. Oh, we see close spawn here from Dragon's Rage. Red team's moving forward. They may be caught unaware. Stromsunder in as well. Here they go. They're about to pop out. Dragon's Rage, I think, is facing the wrong way. Well, early spot, Chicken Waffle. Let's see if they decide to engage or back out. Looks like they're still continuing to move forward. Dual Gatlings onto the Dragon's Rage. Watcha trying to get the Watch out. Watcha goes down to the Gatling guns. So the Dragon's Rage is disabled. Armor goes down as well. The Stromsunder is moving in underneath the Mecha Centipede to squeak out a Watcha barrage onto the Chicken Waffle, forcing them back. Dragon's Rage already took 60% damage in that engagement, but Chicken Waffle's taking more damage from the Stromsunder. These Stormbreakers just go down so quickly, and the Dragon's Rage as well, succumbing to the Mecha Centipede. So here's a 1v1 engagement between a Judgment and a Stormbreaker. Break out your tier lists. Take down some notes here. I think the Stromsunder are probably going to win this one. Mecha Centipede, the Judgment, does not have the close range mobility to really contest the Stormbreaker. I just don't think it's possible. So their only option here is going to be to try to tank through it. And I think given, well, okay, both the Chicken Waffle and the Dragon's Rage have taken close spawns in. I don't know if that was the best decision here, as the Judgment finally does go down. Chicken Waffle has to escape here. Well, they can either escape or they can try to go for the fastest kill they possibly can on the Stromsunder. And it seems like they're going to try to escape. Moving forward here. Tarring as they run away, but Stromsunder, smart piloting, staying above the tar, but still within Gatling arc as the Chicken Waffle here. Going to be locked down here. Big Watcha hits. Light Flak, I think, hitting as well. Already taking a huge amount of damage. I don't know if this was not a great decision from FCD. I think they're maybe throwing away their lead. Chicken Waffle already super low. But Mecha Centipede has spawned back in. They've gotten Stromsunder's armor down with the Gatling gun. We see some Minotaur shots coming out, some light flak shots hitting the rebuilt armor of the Stromsunder. Dragon's Rage knocking down the Red Judgment's balloon, but they're still in arc on the Storm Sunder. Storm Sunder, watch a barrage onto the Chicken Waffle. Chicken Waffle moves shining away. If their armor goes down, they're dead, so they have to keep that up. No matter the circumstances, Chicken Waffle has to keep that armor alive. I don't think they're going to be able to win this 1v1 against the Hwacha. Ooh, but we do see some good lumberjack shots coming out from the Mecha Centipede. Great teamwork. You can tell Spudnik and Dementia, the two pilots of the Fancy Cloud Dancers, have been playing together for a long time. Even with the Mecha Centipede blending into the ground, they're still able to squeak out those lumberjack shots to force the Storm Sunder away and save their ally. And Storm Sunder, newly rebuilt balloon, trying to rejoin this fight as Dragon's Rage tries to escape. They're flying into a mountain. I don't know if they can get away. Big light flak hit on the Dragon's Rage. They're so low. There's a bridge here. They can use this cover. And then I think the Red Stormbreaker died. They finally lost that Stormbreaker 1v1, which means Skyborne Rangers puts one game on the board. It's effectively tied now. The winner of the next game will take the Sunday Community Skirmish number 189. We're going to go get that set up, and we'll be right back for more great Stormbreaker action. Final match of the day. Second game of Grand Finals between the Skyborne Rangers and the Fancy Cloud Dancers. First off, for the Skyborne Rangers, we have the Dragon's Rage, Watch a Goldfish, Light Carronade, left and right sides. We've seen this one before. Minotaur shot, getting a sneak peek of the blue team's builds. Storm Sunder, Hwacha Stormbreaker, Gatling in the front, Banshee, Light Flak in the rear. Their opponents, the Fancy Cloud Dancers, we have the Mecha Centipede, Judgment, Minotaur, Lumberjack, Gatling, Light Flak. We saw this one last game also. And here's the Chicken Waffle. No Minotaur this time. Hwacha on the left side with Gatling, Banshee, and another Banshee. Dual Minotaur strategy did not work great for the Fancy Cloud Dancers last game, so now Hwacha, we'll see how much better it does. Dragon's Rage already losing their armor, taking 40% permahull in the initiation of the fight. Mecha Centipede's armor goes down as well. Storm Sunder having their way with them, and I think that's going to be a fast kill. Did you see how fast they killed that Judgment? Stormbreaker does so much damage, and I think Chicken Waffle might be able to kill the Dragon's Rage here if they can get another armor break. No, just barely not able to kill them, and Storm Sunder able to push them away. And this might be it for the Chicken Waffle as well. They did 90% damage to the Dragon's Rage, but just not enough to finish them off, and not enough to escape either. From the Lesmont Gatling gun. A clean 2 points for Skyborne Rangers. They certainly have the chance to take out this, take out FCD. Certainly one of their demons in the Sunday Community Skirmish series. But Dragon's Rage, a lot of damage on it. I'm sure Blue Team is able to identify that this Goldfish is in third stage of damage, so we see this situation a lot, where a ship comes out with a lot of damage on it, and the fight often is dictated by whether the team is able to identify and the opponents are able to identify and engineer a situation where they can focus that ship first and take them out very quickly. So Blue's team is known, Red team's known as well. No secrets here on Water Hazard. As the spots go down, Dragon's Rage running away. Definitely do not want to die before the fight even starts. Minotaur making their escape a little bit more perilous than you would think in the Goldfish. Chicken Waffle now taking a high Overwatch position, trying to maintain visibility for their ally. Dragon's Rage doing the same for Red Team. Storm Sunder is staying low. He might try to... It looks like he's going to try to sneak under this cloud. And the move we saw in previous matches, Hydrogen up, try to catch one of the blue ships, unaware. Lumberjack coming out from the Mecha Centipede, missing. Storm Sunder hydrogening up. I think Chicken Waffle is going to be his target. There's the Hwacha. Most of the Hwacha hitting, taking down an engine on the Chicken Waffle as well as the Gatling gun. Armor on the Chicken Waffle goes down. Explosive. Dragon's Rage down to the Mecha Centipede. But I think Chicken Waffle, I think this is going to be a trade unless Mecha Centipede is able to put out enough damage to force the Storm Sunder into a repair cycle. Hwacha attempting to catch Chicken Waffle as it runs away. And I don't think that Skyborne Rangers are going to be able to pick up a third kill. Armor goes down on the Strom Sunder. Dual focused by the Mecha Centipede and the Chicken Waffle. They're running away. Unlike their opponents, they do not have Tar to assist in the escape. And looks like this is the rest of this fight. The disengagement portion of this fight is going to be left completely up to Strom Sunder as Dragon's Rage spawns completely on the clear opposite side of the map. So if Stormbreaker's going to get away, he's going to have to do it on his own. And I think he might be able to. We'll see. Once the Minotaur and Lumberjack start coming into effect. No, I think he's probably... He's pretty safe. Pretty safe at this point. And he's met up with his ally. A good disengagement from the Red Stormbreaker. And we'll see. Both the Stormbreakers did take a little bit of damage. Chicken Waffle more than the Strom Sunder. The simultaneous watches coming out from the enemy team. Not a lot of destroyed components, unfortunately. I think Gatling gun going down on the Strom Sunder, but that'll be rebuilt pretty quickly. Yeah, there it goes. Mecha Centipede slowly inching forward as a Centipede might do. Now backing off. Trying to find a good position where he can utilize its long-range guns. Both teams. This is a scary situation. This is the tournament on the line. And we have no spot. Okay, there's a spot. Blue team gets their spots first. I don't know if FCD knows exactly where the Skyborne Rangers are. They're so close. Yet it feels like there's a world in between them. Now, Chicken Waffle trying to poke out a little bit with the Watcha. Dragon's Rage doing the same in kind. Mecha Centipede charging forward, catching the rear of the Red Goldfish. And Strom Sunder also hydrogening up, getting the Watcha out, taking the Mecha Centipede's guns down. I think Lumberjack is still up, but the Minotaur and light weapons go down on the Judgment. Chicken Waffle moving forward. 2 Gatlings coming out on the Strom Sunder, kind of spraying it around. Not a lot of targeted focus at this moment. Watcher from the Strom Sunder going wide. Dragon's Rage moving forward for some reason. I think he probably wants to ram. This is not going to work out well for the Dragon's Rage, as Chicken Waffle coming in from behind with more explosive damage from the rear of the Mecha Centipede. 50% damage already on the Dragon's Rage. I think they might have been trying to get in a position to use the light carronades on the Goldfish onto the Judgment's balloon, but it did not work. Strom Sunder's Manticore is down. Manticore on the Goldfish just got rebuilt. Strom Sunder, 30% permahull. Now both red ships are damaged. Armor goes down on the Dragon's Rage, and they're running. Skyborne Rangers suddenly on the defensive here. And this bridge dividing the teams, making it a little bit difficult for Chicken Waffle to pursue. But here's Mecha Centipede again, engaging the full firepower of the Judgment. Chicken Waffle's armor is down. Mecha Centipede, I think, is going to get a kill on the Dragon's Rage with the Minotaur and the light flak, but so goes down the Chicken Waffle. And we have a 1v1 engagement. This fight here could dictate the rest of the game. Strom Sunder now the Stormbreaker going to be able to outmaneuver this Judgment. There's another armor break. Here comes explosive light flaks and banshees coming out. But Mecha Centipede gets a fast rebuild on their armor. Here comes again. There's light flaks. God, how many? Okay, it's going to take too long to zoom in, but I imagine they have 2, maybe 3 people on the whole armor to try to tank through this. They have no engines. They have pretty much no guns. Next armor break, probably going to do it for the Mecha Centipede. Oh, it's so low. It's so low. And finally, Mecha Centipede goes down. And Chicken Waffle maybe waffling a little bit, taking a close spawn, but he's unspotted, so he's just going to try to sneak away. Meet up with his ally at a later date, which could be a little difficult, but I think this is red side of the map. And he's spotted as well. This could actually be a pretty difficult escape for this blue Stormbreaker, because Mecha Centipede takes the same spawn the Chicken Waffle did, which is pretty far away, but he is behind the blue team, so Mecha Centipede's gonna have to get these long-range guns into effect very quickly. Storm Thunder, it seems, maybe caught a little bit by surprise by the Mecha Centipede, already going to lose their armor here. Where's the explosive damage? A little bit. Storm Thunder able to duck down. He's going to maybe, just not hit the floor, which might have killed him, but he stayed alive. Great job dodging those downward explosive volleys. So Storm Thunder now hydrogening up. I think the best he can do is try to escape. Try to stay out of the Mecha Centipede's gun arcs. I don't think he's confident in his ability to win this fight. And yeah, he's going to squeak away. Turning now. Here comes a Watcher to disable the Mecha Centipede's engines. In the meantime, Chicken Waffle, Dragon's Rage, Chicken Waffle unable to escape. Dragon's Rage caught up with them, and they're kind of duking it out. Not a whole lot of damage going in just yet. Great Hwacha connection from the Dragon's Rage as the Chicken Waffle attempts to dodge downward. Mecha Centipedes lost their armor. Wow, and well, in the background, Storm Thunder able to win that 1v1 fight against the Judgment. I think we probably could have predicted based on how it's gone in the past. Stormbreaker, with that fast close-range maneuverability. Judgment, not so much. Able to get behind them and just... Once the Stormbreaker is uncontested and able to do what it wants, it just does so much damage. Skyborne Rangers today proving that, and they are your Sunday Community Skirmish number 189 champion.